Raiders going to use one of their... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. Completes it to Hardman. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Rodgers now on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Look at me. Sit down. On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Throwing, Young. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run on first down. Allen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
50 plant. Protein spill.
On second down now. It's Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Off the play fake, Young. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Yo, go.
Here's Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a creep. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcus Allen. 52 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lofa-Tutupu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Steps away. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Steve Young. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
61, pass box right.
Young with it, third and goal. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Hustle, ready?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try the left side. Allen. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On third down, it's Allen, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Nico Hardman, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Rodgers now on 1st down. To Allen on the dump off. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, go. Defense.
3rd and short yardage. Young. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you cross-town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Young. He is going to find Hill here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. On the draw, here's Allen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham, his 2nd sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Rodgers now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Allen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
X3, 218, chop. It's been a long day for you. Show it. Kill. Turn it up.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Marcus Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Champ Bailey, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Go. Ready?
Young here to throw. They complete it to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Burris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use them. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is taken at the 3. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go, set, 50, plant. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Young forced out to his left. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
First down, Vick. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now here's Vic. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Vic. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
58, come on. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Off the play fake, Vic. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Michael Vick. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. On 4th down, Vic. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Young. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's a cornerback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Young now. This is caught. Gronkowski. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 27, Vick, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up. Shot at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 57 yards. On 1st down, it's Allen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Young. Now Young loses the football and it's stripped.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Right there.
3rd and long for Young. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So here's Vic following the interception. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. Dante Hightower on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Young dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. It's Hill, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Young, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Now Young throwing on 4th down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st down, Young. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. A 1st down throw for Young. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Young, and he's going to go down again. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Young to throw on 4th. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Give me that ball. That's it. He's coming.
Fourth down, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby, his second sack of the night. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, Steve Young. And the pressure gets to him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Now Young on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.